They are often called the biggest and heaviest band in the 1970s. Hi, I'm Jake Bruning, Boom's metal historian, and today we're going to take a look at the history of Led Zeppelin. Formed in London, England in 1968, Led Zeppelin was a rock band comprised of vocalist Robert Plant, guitarist Jimmy Page, bassist John Paul Jones, and drummer John Bonham. The band's self-titled debut album came in 1969 during their first North American tour, with a unique brand of heavy metal fused with blues rocks and folk that records commercial success, quickly leading to more touring. Later that year, their sophomore effort, Led Zeppelin 2, was released to much critical and commercial acclaim, often considered one of the original albums of heavy metal. It contains notable tracks such as Heartbreaker and Whole Lotta Love. Their third album, Led Zeppelin 3, was a bit of a departure, and its more acoustic and mature sound, though less commercially successful. The 1970 record spawned two Led Zeppelin concert staples, Since I've Been Loving You and Immigrant Song. Going for the fact that most of their albums are listened to, Atlantic Records, being the smart people they are, released Immigrant Song as a single without the group's consent. Naughty boys. When not busy recording, Led Zeppelin was usually on the road. Shows were the stuff of legend due to their length and the level of experimentation the band put into their performances. Their offstage behaviour, though, became legendary as well, with rumours spreading of such stories as the shark episode, which allegedly involves getting down and nasty with a fish. The group also began dressing in flamboyant clothing, travelling in private jets, and supposedly trashing many hotel rooms on tour. In short, they were a bona fide rock band. Led Zeppelin's early successes were nothing compared to what the 1970s had in store. Though officially untitled, their fourth album is usually referred to as Led Zeppelin 4, and this makes it sound like a soap opera at this point. The Led Zeppelin 1971 record became one of the best-selling albums in history, most notable for their track Stairway to Heaven, and it became and still remains extremely popular on rock radio. 1973 saw the release of The Houses of the Holy, Led Zeppelin's first record of purely original material. The chart-topping album also led to record-breaking attendance of their following North American tour. The band then also started their own label, Swan Soul Records, and released their first record on the label in 1975. The hugely successful double album, Physical Graffiti, led to an equally successful North American tour, including 5 sellout dates at London's Earl's Court. The 1976 album, Presents, was released just months after the band was forced to cancel a world tour due to a serious car crash involving Robert Plant. The tracks on that album were guitar-driven, and although Led Zeppelin was at the height of their popularity at this time, the record did not sell as well as previous efforts. The same year, Led Zeppelin released the concert movie The Song Remains the Same, with footage captured from their 1973 Madison Square Garden shows. Their July 1997 Oakland show would be Led Zeppelin's last US appearance, as the rest of the tour was cancelled due to the death of Plant's son. Though critical reaction for the 1979's In Through the Outdoor was mixed, the record hit number 1. The album would also be Led Zeppelin's last before the accidental death of drummer John Bonham in October of 1980. The band officially broke up in December of 1980 after confirming they would not be continuing as Led Zeppelin without Bonham. After their breakup, Led Zeppelin's surviving members continued their musical career and at times come back together to perform. Reunion reports surfaces on and off for years in a media frenzy when Page, Plant and Jones performed with Bonham's son Jason at the 2007 tribute concert for late founder of Atlantic Records. However, the trio never managed to find any subsequent projects that they felt did Led Zeppelin justice. Time and time again, Led Zeppelin has been named one of music's most influential bands for their massive sound and unmatched style, with over 200 million albums sold and multiple accolades. Their musical legacy is one that will bound last forever.